a basic flower that I've been doing for one of my nieces. I'm making a scarf, but I've made more petals right here. It looks nice and pretty, so you can use chunky or you can go to the thinner weight yarn. Guys, we're going to start with the orange chunky yarn. Make a slip knot. Many ways of making a slip knot. You find your comfortable way of making slip knots. I'm using a N size crochet hook, and this is by Boy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, and it's a 9mm. So I did a slip knot. I'm going to crochet 9 stitches. 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I'm going to slip stitch on the first stitch that we started with to make a round. Hide the tail, slip stitch, and that's how you join a round. 10 single crochets into the round. Okay, so we're going to go under, like inside the round. We're going to go in, single crochet. I'm going to crochet on top of my tail so it hides it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're going to join it to our first single crochet in the round. So we're going to slip stitch it. There we go. And then we're going to fasten off, and I fasten off a little bit differently. I cut my yarn and then I poke it, the end of the yarn, through the loop, and then I pull really tight. Okay, I'm going to take my pink yarn, I'm going to join it with a slip stitch to the first hole in my round. Can get a bit tricky. Hold on to the tail, and I'm just going to slip stitch it again and then pull my tail tight so it's secure. And what we're going to do is single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to join it with the second crochet, single crochet on the orange, on the round, by slip stitching it. Slip stitch it in place. There we go. We're going to go to the next single crochet loop, which is the third on the round. We're going to carry the yarn through. I'm going to slip stitch it again. There we go. We're going to crochet 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to slip stitch it into the next stitch, pull through, slip stitch it to the next hole, and next stitch we're going to slip stitch it again. There we go, and we're going to crochet 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch beside it on the round. Slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch again. I'm going to create our 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to join the next stitch. We're going to slip stitch it. I'm going to slip stitch again. And we're going to go 8. So now we have 5 loops that are going to create the flower's base. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 3 into the loop of the petal. 1, 2, 3. So that closes the gap between this petal and that petal. And we did 3 single crochets into the petal. Now we're going to do 4 double crochets to thicken the top. So we're going to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to finish off the first petal by doing 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then what I usually do is I slip stitch into the ring. There we go. And that creates our first petal. On to the next. We're going to do single crochet into the next petal. 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 4 double crochets into the petal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to finish off with 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to single crochet, we're going to slip stitch, sorry, into the joining hole, joining stitch. Here we go. We finish our second petal. Fasten off by cutting the yarn. Again, I fasten off a little bit differently than everybody else. I like to make a little bit of a knot for security. So I just pass the end of the tail that I cut off through the loop that's remaining, and it creates a little bit of a security knot. I pull really tight. And that you have a 5-petal flower. This one actually turned out pretty good. 5-petal flower that you can actually, obviously you're going to weave in the tails, so it looks nice and clean in the final product. So I made like a bunch of them. They're obviously different sizes, kind of abstract for me, so what I'm going to do is join them like so to make a long scarf.